Hey guys, Big Grumble here from MMOs.com, and today I'm playing Romero's Aftermath. It's another zombie survival, post-apocalyptic game, but this one's pretty special. This one is a flagrant copy pasta, served cold and lathered in ingredients cherry-picked from other titles. It's cooked up by Chef Sergei Titov, and if that name isn't familiar to you, he is the genius behind WarZ, which was forced to change its name when World War Z came out, the brilliant Criterion Collection Brad Pitt movie, to Infestation Survivor Stories. So this is the spiritual successor. It is technically a new IP because the development company split from its parent company, but you can tell it's a spiritual successor because many of the same assets are being employed here, and rather than just being called Aftermath, it's called Romero's Aftermath, which may spark some nostalgia for some of the older crowd because George A. Romero, was the director of the cult classic Night of the Living Dead. But don't be fooled, because George A. Romero has absolutely nothing to do with this game. Actually, it's his son, George Carmen Romero, lending his name to the game. I don't know what this Stalin statue does, but they are pockmarketing the landscape like bric-a-brac. But so, you got the Romero prefix on here, and I think it's a brilliant ploy in marketing. To get some people to play the game thinking that the Romeros have signed up. Oh, it's a player. Hello. Hello. Now, we all know what to do in these games when we come across a player. We punch him. I've been flagged as a PvP aggressor. Got him. Let's see what he's got. Now, of course, that is not the ethically correct thing to do, but we're here. We're the MMOs team. We gotta survive. We all know that in an actual zombie apocalypse, if you ever read Cormac McCarthy's The Road, that's exactly what you do. You do not go AFK. And he had nothing anyway. Just doing him a favor. So for the first time, I actually haven't played this game before. I'm jumping in for the first time. This game is not being met with great press, though, starting off. When I installed the game, when I installed Aftermath, and this is the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me. After installing the game, my browser was hijacked, and it played a YouTube video. I was forced to sit there. I wasn't really forced, but I had to watch because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. But a YouTuber giving the game a positive review was thrust in my face. And I'm not going to call out the YouTuber because I don't think he had anything to do with it. I think he genuinely was recommending the game, and Free Reign Entertainment took it upon themselves to trigger your browser after installing, just to make sure you know that it's worth playing. So here I am, I'm in Coastvale. I gotta say, the game is definitely an improvement. The engine has been upgraded from WarZ and Infestation. We do have third person. Let's show off my manliness here. Can I turn around? Oh my god, I can't turn around. Or at least I don't know how. It's a little choppy. Got some cars. It is still trying to be the DayZ clone, you could say. Although, this game is supposed to have some added features. Crafting, city raiding. Is that a train? Let's go find out. It's a generator. That looks pretty cool. Can't do it. It's funny, this is the same... So you talk about a new IP, but that's the same exact activation icon. But I guess you can't patent that, can you? Just snag that as much as you want. So here we are. We're in Aftermath, doing our first run through. I'm actually writing the review at the same time, which you can check out at MMOs.com in the description below. It's brilliant. It's my magnum opus, so I highly suggest reading into it. You gotta read into it. You gotta read between the lines. That's where the real review is. So we're gonna take a break for a second. We'll come back after I've done something. As we all know in survival games, you gotta play at least 12 hours before you've actually met someone or done something. So I've been playing for quite a bit now, and I've got my pulverizer, and we're just exploring an industrial zone. Figured I'd show off the highlight of the game, which is basically scavenging and surviving zombies while watching out for other players. game doesn't really know where it wants its frame rates to be. It seems to drop sporadically on me. So if it looks a little choppy, that's because it is. Let's just float up and just bash this. Oh man, that's pretty bad. That was really choppy. You can see all the zombies, a lot of the zombies, you know, they like to hold on to bullets and big cases. They really, zombies, you know zombies, they like to line their pockets. Someone in chat is complaining about hacks. I'm sure, something tells me this game is going to be just like WarZ, with people hacking. I used to play with some kids who hacked in WarZ. It was pretty silly. And they would look across the map, and they could tell who was hacking, because the other player would be looking right at them. Like a wall hack in Counter-Strike. Wow, I wrecked his day so much he just disappeared. Went right down to Hades. The moaning sounds of the zombies is right from WarZ. Oh look, a case. You know what cases? Okay, so the zombies drop the weapon cases, right? Which you need a key to open. But they come about too frequently. They just keep wasting my inventory space. I keep having to move them to my global inventory. By the way, oh yes, it's exactly what I look like. So really, I'm just scavenging for a gun. If you're curious what the end game in a game like this is, there really isn't one. It's just surviving. If you've never played a survival game before. But you can clear villages of the zombies, and then I think you get rare drops. If you look in the right there, it says zombies killed 0%, which is a blatant lie because I've been killing them. Box of lard. Some shattered glass. So far, no gun. There's a city in the distance. Typically, they're the places you want to go to find weapons. You would think a farmhouse might have a shotgun, though. Let's just bash this guy's face in. Just like... One trick is if you aim up and swing, you end up hitting at their head. And that's how you get them. Money! Money can be used to buy items from the safe zones. That's pretty handy. I'm pretty sure it's a global currency, too. I've run into quite a few people. I've died quite a few times already. For some reason, I keep respawning with this weapon, though, the pulverizer. It's just so epic. The game just keeps giving it to me. It's great. It's fantastic. So far... Oh! Interesting. This would be the perfect place to put a gun. Come on. I know it's random, but still. This, I can use to make bandages. It's pretty cool. So if I tear this, then I come over to crafting. I see I need some more stuff. I need more chemicals to make bandages. Just a random assortment of chemicals. And that's how we heal our wounds in Aftermath. And Romero's Aftermath. So I'm going to head towards that city. So I managed to get killed again, but I did want to show off the building in the game, crafting building, as I just found out. So what you do is, if you come to an area, you press B, and that brings up your building menu, which is pretty neat. You get your home base. This is why, so there are statues scattering the landscape everywhere. And I was wondering what they were, and what they are is, it's your home base. And it lets you take claim of the land. Now, I don't have any of the materials required, as I keep dying, and two, I haven't actually harvested yet, but it's just a really simple drag and drop process. Just click, drag, drop in the immediate vicinity of where you're standing. If you don't have the statue there, then anyone can claim your land, I'm guessing, and your stuff isn't protected. That's a pretty neat, simple system, I gotta say. I have yet to find the tools needed to actually harvest materials. But it reminds me of DayZ Mod's crafting system a bit, except it didn't have this layout. So I'm guessing this is why you know, I've seen structures that are just hovering in the air. I'll probably show them off later, but you know what? I gotta give it the props for even having this. It's interesting. I finally made it to the city, and I got a shotgun, and I'm probably gonna get killed. And man, is it laggy. Of course, I aggroed a zombie. Hells yeah. These cases drop like crazy. I think a little too much. I keep having to go into my inventory and move them to my global inventory. They just really want to entice you to buy keys. So I did fix my frame rates a bit. For some reason, by default, it's DirectX 9. Just change it to DirectX 11. Gives you some frames. A little boost. This is the worst. I'm gonna run across. I wish this game had the over-the-shoulder thing, like in DayZ. It's really handy. Let's lure that zombie in here. Some 9 millis. I gotta say, a lot of the hate given this game is a bit undeserved, and I was not digressing from popular opinion either. I also was hating on this before I really played it, and I think that's a bit unfair because while it is, you know, a typical DayZ clone, and perhaps the most blatant of all of them, along with infestation stories, it's not atrocious. It's okay. It's an okay game. You know, I'm actually having fun. It's playable. I mean, right now my frames are also pretty horrible because I'm recording. But I mean, if you played WarZ, it's pretty much the same game. Now the issue I can already foresee is that this game is going to be ripped apart by hackers. I just feel it. I feel it in my bones, like Isla. That was a big problem in WarZ. And I think the crafting, the addition of crafting and whatnot, it makes it more interesting. It also makes all those materials you pick up worthwhile, because you can disassemble everything. You know, Sergey should have just pulled an M. Night Shyamalan. When M. Night made Avatar, he didn't even put his name on it, because no one would go see it, because that guy's a one-hit wonder. Sergey should never have done a Let's Play or anything with this game, because I think his name, I mean, it is pretty blatant even without him, but I think his name kind of gives people a preconception of what it is, but, you know, games shouldn't inherit the sins of their former games. I gotta admit, it really is. I mean, it's a new IP, but it really is. It's the same thing. It does look a little nicer, though. I can't believe I haven't been shot yet. I must run into somebody soon now. See, another weapons case. Also, it looks like the servers are international, because everyone's speaking, you know, their own language. It's pretty funny. But, like, if I pick up this broken rocket, right? Oh, my God. Come here. Yes, give you a hug. There you go. Alright, disassemble it. I get some cloth, and whatever, some plastic. Now, one issue, and this happened to a friend of mine, is he was walking, he stepped on some cloth, dead. I was walking, I run out to some guys, they punch me in the face, instantly dead. Pretty annoying. I don't know why that happened. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, where the amount of damage you do when you hit is random, like Civ 3. With an archer versus a tank, the archer has a chance of killing the tank. I'm pretty sure that was Civ 3. So that needs a fix. That was pretty shitty when I got killed like that. Oh, a dead zombie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Oh, another thing, right? So there are PvE servers, right? So people just go into the PvE server, they collect their loot, and then they hop into PvP servers. That's a bit ridiculous. That's like original WarZ. We would sit in the same town, we'd sit in an alleyway, we'd hop servers and pop heads and then hop to the next server. I mean, it's a pretty shitty thing to do, but we were allowed to do it, so we were gonna do it. Isn't that a problem? Some human psychology for you. So there's a lot of zombies there, which means a person. Let's run around here and check it out. See if he got away. I want to play nice with people, although in the beginning I did kill that guy, but he was AFK, so he had it coming. So far, everyone no one has surprised me. Everyone has just immediately gone to kill me, which is refreshing. It's nice. So let's see if they killed that guy. I wonder if I can sneak up on the zombies. Oh, that's a lot of them. Oh, it just looks like they're hanging out, getting ready for the rave, pre-gaming a bit. Let's take the pineapple and leave. Mission complete. Oh, oh, oh. That sound effect is the same thing. I cannot believe I haven't run into anybody. Really ridiculous. I mean, I'm going to, and then I'm going to get murked. And then I'm gonna look stupid, but you know. Is that armor? Level 1 Melnar. You know what they say about Melnar? I wish my clothing would change at that. That would be pretty cool. This takes 9 millis. Alright. For some reason I can't reload. Fair enough. So we'll keep out the pulverizer for now. So this is the game. I mean, if you've played DayZ, or you played Infestation, or WarZ, then you already know what to expect. Beyond crafting and zombie clearing, which is pretty cool, and I still don't fully understand it, and I will hopefully before the end of this, or in the review at least, where you clear out the cities, and then I believe you get rare rewards, military loot for it. But don't hold me to that, I'll find out. So I'm not seeing anyone. Oh, military tent. So I imagine this game, I'm learning quite quickly, don't trust Steam reviews. I think that if you have an interest in this type of game, wait a bit and watch it. It is early. Oh. I'm dead. Ran out of ammo. Got tricked. Got the jump. Oh man. After that embarrassing death, some other notes about the game. Combat with zombies can be a bit ridiculous. So, sometimes the zombie hits you, sometimes he doesn't. It feels random. Even though I can be right in front of the zombie, I can miss. Sometimes even though I'm away from the zombie, he'll hit me. Or after his swinging animation, he'll hit me. It just doesn't... I don't feel like there's a connection beyond the zombies. That's the only way I know I'm hitting them. I mean, I guess there's that smack sound, but... it just feels very disconnected and disorganized. And that's a problem I have with DayZ too. It really never feels great. And it's, you know, it's one-dimensional. You just swing. You can literally hold. I'm holding left mouse click. There you go, he's down. And that's it. That's all it is. There's no tactics, really. It's just, oh. Let's just cheese it right here. Cheese it inside here. Hello. Do you want to come to my party? Hanger infected. Yeah, that's nice. I'm waiting for someone else to pop out and shotgun me in the face. Oh, there's a lot of guys here. Log stick, beautiful. That's what I came here for. Oh, there he is. Oh my god. Come on. Just kill him. There we go. So you can see that the community is strong too. Typical survival game. Kill or be killed. Game theory extraordinaire. So expect to die quite a bit. And if you're looking for cooperation, I guess you could go on the PvE server, but my feeling again is that people are just gonna server hop between them. So that's the end of Romero's Aftermath. If you want to see the full review, you can head to the link in the description below. Screenshots, videos. Maybe we'll do a Sunday fun day on this, but I wouldn't hold my breath. So anyway, that's it. It's been Big Gumble, and that's my humble opinion. See ya.